Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anshuman Kalita, standing here to present a presentation on drone or UAV in GIS applications. Okay, first of all, I'll tell you where GIS comes from. I guess everyone has studied about geography in schools or teachers. So, like in geography, what we do, like we study about the environment, uh, climate, everything. Uh, whatever we study, we did everything physically. Like what people used to do was that you go to a place, then you mark the boundaries of that, take that long, and then come back, and then you make a map after that. With the development of technology, this was like more improvised, and a separate course was found that is known as GIS. I guess everyone has apps where like Zomato, Swiggy, and you need to add location in there, and there you find like after adding the location, then only the delivery boy comes and gives you order. So what is GIS? It's like you go to places, you can get the data from just by sitting. After you add the latitude, longitude, and then the entire maps come. So the making of maps, and also one more thing is that the delivery boy comes by looking at the route map. So the route map is also made by the people of GIS, which I will tell you now. So what is GIS? GIS is actually known as Geographical Information System, a science, where maps are created, made, and it's analyzed. Under that, it falls under Geographic Information System, where the softwares are being used. I told you already that GIS, it's about integrating location, data, and like various types of information. You can get after you get the latitude, longitude, and the boundary of the maps. GIS, what it does is that it converts the maps into various forms. Like you can get contours from that. Contours, I think everyone knows, like imaginary lines. Then hill shape mapping, team mapping. You can get domain and edge mapping. There are various kinds of maps that can be generated by using just a simple data. I guess you have seen my image over here. During childhood, we used to play with puzzles, right? Like our parents used to give us puzzles or blocks. What we do is that we break them. We break them into different parts, and we like collect it together, and that's where everything gets mixed up. So we have seen that I have shown it as data. Like data are everywhere. It's like of various types, and what it's done in GIS is that it's been shorted. Like what in our childhood also we separate the puzzles first, like or the blocks, like from small to big. Then we arranged it like this sheet we will get after this one. Then we present it in the form of the final output. That's how we get the complete puzzle of blocks like that was needed to be created, or that was being made when you bought it. So GIS, what it does is that it will give you a complete data of the maps and make it easier for you to use maps or navigations. Next, We have heard about drones everywhere. It's a new technology. Uh, Drones are basically unpiloted aircrafts, and we know it as UAV, unmanned aerial vehicles. Uh, Drones are being used for various purposes now, like military operations or to delivery purposes. And it may be a small, it may be small, but it can produce huge amounts of results. I'd like to say about some applications of GIS. Those are like, you can see over here, it's management of resources. Then you can do crime mapping. Then we can monitor routes, manage networks over here. Then we can locate and target people or any customers. Then as he has already presented agriculture, you have seen that it can be used in agriculture, and it can be used for preparedness for like before any disasters arise. Then mapping, monitoring. Now I would like to come to the use of drones in GIS backgrounds. First is agriculture. Like Alan, you have given the various processes where drones are used in agriculture. But firstly, you have seen that for doing the task, you need to give maps, like locations. So in agriculture, drones can be used for mapping the entire place. It can be used for monitoring crops, then planting of seeds, and you can also use it for crop monitoring. Next is emergency services. It can be used for sending of medicines, or in times of disaster or any forest fire. It can be used for like making the fire off. Then the geospatial services, I've already told that it's about mapping applications and all. It can also be used for drainage system to make out pipe layouts. After clicking the image, it will be sent to the GIS software where the networks can be marked, where are the pipes and where is there any damage in there. So it can be identified from that. Then real estate is being mostly used now for mapping of the house boundaries or 3D mapping. Then road network, same. You can take the pictures of the roads, and then you can get it in the form of maps. Then forest can be used for forest fires, then forest mapping, then inspection of forest animals and trees also. Then urban city planning, you can use it for 3D mapping of the places. You can also use it for locating of any vehicles or any street lights where it can be any vehicles or street lights where it can be used for looking at the places. Then rural, you can use it for agriculture, same purpose. Then you can do the rural mapping. Then disaster, I think you all know that we have lots of earthquakes, then tsunamis. Drones can be used for monitoring that, and then like in everything, it's been given in GIS software so that the route or the areas where it can happen, it can be known, and people can take precautions. Then atmospheric science, Here I would like to say that NASA has already been using the drone Global Hawk for many for knowing about hurricane like from before only. And here in atmospheric science you get to know about the weather conditions by using drones. Now even after that there are some obstacles for the use of drones in GIS, like physical safety, privacy and nuisance. Like physical, what happens is that there is a limited percentage of storage and also limited battery level. So and then the weather conditions, everything depends. So you can work continuously. Then coming to safety, drones may crash sometimes, like you have seen in the image, due to some malfunctioning in drone or due to weather conditions. Then privacy and nuisance, I would like to say that for planning of a mission, you need to ask the local people and DGCA first. And lots of people, what they do is that nowadays, like previously, they used to fly drones just like that, which created uh, like some kind of troubles for the local people. And what they do is they come and they ask about it, and as a result, the person he has to stop the work that he has been doing. Now, coming to three ways that drones or UAS and GIS will serve in the future is that sensing, warfare, aid and delivery. In sensing, we have already studied about it that now LIDAR technology has been used in drones for mapping purposes. Using that, you can get a lot of data and different types of data more precisely. Warfare, I would like to say, he has shown a clip towards the last that drones are being armed, and we have also seen it in the movie. I guess you all have seen the movie Uri, the surgical strike. It happened in India in Punch, where drone was used for as a main thing to locate the people, and slowly it has been coming, and drones can be used for arming purposes also, and for defense or for conquering of hostages or I'd like to say some anti-terrorism purposes. Then aid and delivery, it already being used by Amazon services for delivering purposes of any supplies. So I'd like to conclude it like the use of drones is not going to fade, and it will come more in GIS now. And I would like to say that the future is going to be bright when GIS and drone works together and the resources are being used properly. So that's all about the topic.